Now, a lot of people in the movement have decided that you are their leader, partly because you're running for president. But you look at some recent polls of millennials; they have you as by far the most popular politician, but they actually have you as more popular as a person they'd like to meet above Beyonce. Okay, now that's a hell of a thing, right?
Yes.
But you have convinced them that Hillary Clinton is the establishment candidate. If you were to lose, and the Democratic Party comes to you and says, okay, now take this movement that is full of energy and is against the establishment and make sure they vote for the establishment candidate. What do you say?
Well, what I say, number one, I'm not big into being a leader. I much prefer to see a lot of leaders and a lot of grassroots activism. Number two, what we do is together as a nation, as a growing movement, is we say, all right, if we don't win, and by the way, we are in this thing to win, please understand that. What is the Democratic establishment going to do for us?
Oh, that's interesting.
All right, for example, right now, you have a Democratic establishment which has written off half the states in this country. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
And they have given up on the state, in the South, the Rocky Mountain area. Are they going to create a 50-state party? Are they going to welcome into the Democratic Party the working class of this country and young people, or is it going to be a party of the upper middle class and the cocktail crowd and the heavy campaign contributors, which to a significant degree it is right now? I've talked to Democratic Party leaders and said, you know what? Instead of going around and raising all kinds of money from wealthy people, why don't you meet in some football stadium and bring out 50 or 100,000 people, bring the damn Senate in there, Senate Democrats, and start talking to people and ask them what they want you to do. How about that? Radical. So in other words, if I can't make it, and we're going to try as hard as we can till the last vote is cast, we want to completely revitalize the Democratic Party and make it a party of the people rather than just one of large campaign contributors.
Now, normally politicians would ask for something for them, cabinet post, et cetera. But I'm going to assume that whether you are going to ask for that, or not, I don't know, and you wouldn't say here. Anyway, let's assume for the moment of being that you're not going to ask for that. If you're going to ask for policy positions, as you just indicated, what are the policy positions that you would want?
Okay. I want Secretary Clinton, if she's the nominee, to come out for a Medicare for all, single-payer health care system. I want $15 an hour as a minimum wage. I want to rebuild our crumbling infrastructure. Flint, Michigan is not the only community in America that doesn't have safe drinking water. Our roads, bridges, rail system is in disrepair. I want a vigorous effort to address climate change. I am very worried. I talk to these scientists. This planet is in serious danger. And you can't cuddle up to the fossil fuel industry. You got to take them on. And also, what is resonating, and I believe very important, making public colleges and universities tuition-free, Wall Street tax on speculation to pay for that, ending all these corporate loopholes. Those are some of the demands we make.